Hey, everybody, welcome to the Spark. Hope you're doing fantastic on today. Coach David coming at you. I'm super excited to be here with you on today and to bring you some more inspiration that's going to take you to another level. I am the author of that book, You Are the Architect of Your Life, where I teach you how to design, build, and live the life you want. And that's what it's all about, is having the life you want. I want to talk down those lines today because on today, I want to talk about be happy now. Just be happy. And, the truth of the matter is, most of the things that we do in life, we want to accomplish certain things in life or we want to achieve in life is for the end result of being happy. So, if being happy is the end result that I desire, why not just be happy now? Go ahead and shout yourself out on today. You're going to enjoy this. I know you are. And it's going to take you to another level. It's going to help you tremendously because we're going to talk about some great things that's going to really just inspire you to be happy now. It's what are you waiting on? What are you sitting around waiting on? Just go ahead and make a decision. You know what? No matter what, I'm going to be happy now. And I hope that by the time I'm finished on today, I'm going to give you some very practical steps on how to just be happy now. Because here's the truth of the matter. We cannot achieve what we desire without the ingredient of happiness. So if that is the case, and like I always say, it is, just go ahead and add that ingredient right now. Be happy right now from the very beginning. And I promise you that your life is going to take a turn for the better. And I know that from my own personal experience. Now, I'm not telling you that you're not going to bump into some things. You're not going to see some things. You're not going to face some things that would, drive you down, because I know how it is. One minute you can be up here and be happy, and then the next minute something happens, and it just pulls you to a level of unhappiness. But I want to encourage you to be happy now. And I will give you the steps on how to do that. So go ahead and shout yourself out right now if you haven't done so. I am so happy that you have decided to join me. This is going to take you to another level. This is going to bless you tremendously. Even in the Bible, it tells us about happiness. And so when you see that, there's got to be something to this happiness thing that's going to take us to that level of what we need to be. So here's the truth, though. Most people, they live by the if and then method of life. And what I mean by that, let me give you a couple of examples. People are saying, if this happens, then I will be happy. For instance, if I get this job, then I will be happy. If I have this certain type of relationship, then I'm going to be happy. If I get the promotion, oh boy, then I'm going to be happy. That is what I call the if and then method of life. The if and then method of life, it will deplete you. It will drain you. It will take you down. Because here's the truth. I want you to look at this twofold. What if you don't get the job? You don't get the relationship. You don't get the promotion. You don't get the money. Then what? So you're tying your happiness to that goal of getting this or getting that. And I will promise you that will deplete you. But here's the other side of that. What happens after you get that? Because see, your happiness cannot be tied to attaining some goal, some objective. Happiness or being happy means I don't tie my happiness to achievement. No, I don't do that. I'm happy so I can achieve, not happy when I achieve. One more time. I'm happy so I can achieve, not when I achieve. Happiness is my power. That's right. It's a power. What do you mean? Well, think about it from this standpoint. I think you would agree with me that when a person is happy and a person is living in happiness, they have a much more positive attitude. And you already know a positive attitude breeds positivity into your life. So if you understand that, then you understand this right here, that when I function by the precept and the concept of being happy, then now I got a much more positive outlook on life. stress and strain and anxiety are gone. Why? Because I'm happy, because I'm joyful. My happiness doesn't come in attaining. My happiness is in the pursuit of attaining. And I will tell you right now, I told you last week, you build that big vision for your life, and that vision will pull you, and then happiness will come behind it. And no matter what happens, because I can promise you, I can promise you this, in your pursuit of your vision, your goal of what you're trying to attain, it's not always going to be a rose garden. Sometimes you are going to bump into things, but you cannot let your emotional state be pulled down because of that. Happiness is an emotional state. Yes, it is. It's a state of being, and it's characterized by those feelings of joy and satisfaction and contentment and fulfillment. So when I look at that, I understand this right here, that I'm fulfilled, that I'm satisfied, that I'm full of joy, no matter what situation I find myself in. Why, David? Because I understand this right here, that if I will maintain my happiness, that's right, if I will maintain my happiness, then my happiness opens the door for bigger and better to come in my life. And yes, you can do it. See, that happiness, all right, that happiness, happiness got a lot of definitions. Let me just put it like that. But it's often said that happiness has those positive emotions and life satisfaction behind it. And as I've taught you before, in the law of attraction, when you're attracting things into your life, you can't be missing things or unhappy about things and expect to get your best life. It just doesn't work that way. However, what you can do is understand this right here. Being happy opens the door for bigger and better and more positive things to show up in your life. So I say it like this: just be happy now. Don't worry about all that other stuff. Somebody asked me, said, well, David, I hear you and everything, but you don't know what I'm going through. No, I don't. But I know what I've gone through. And it hadn't always been the best, but I maintain my happiness no matter what. How did I maintain my happiness? I'll share that with you right now. Here we go. I'm going to give you just 4 or 5 things, and then I'm done for today. Listen, number 1, don't dwell on and allow your past to define you. So many people do that. They're so hung up in the past and everything that's gone on in the past. Don't do that. Don't dwell on that. Remember, I shared this with you before. I'm going to share it again. When somebody dies, we say they passed away. All right. So the things that have happened in your past have passed away. They're dead. They're gone. Don't you keep bringing them back to life by dwelling on them and revisiting them. Don't do that. You have to understand that the past is gone. It's over. Move on by it. Don't dwell on and allow your past to define you. That's not your defining point. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2. Don't be anxious and have anxiety about the future. Oh my goodness. We're either in the past or in the future. Don't worry about the future. Those things are going to come together. People say, don't worry about the future. No, don't worry about your future. What are you worried about? You're worried about the unknown. And see, when you worry about the unknown, what are you benefiting yourself? It is unknown for a reason. But I promise you that when you get happiness, the doors open. It just looks like the universe has your back and things just start falling into place. I didn't say you weren't going to bump into some bad stuff. I just said that it was going to play out to your favor. And you got to know that. You got to hold on to that so you don't look at the past and get all bound up by that. And you definitely don't get anxious or have anxiety over your future. Well, David, if I don't do that, then what do I do? Number 3, live in the present moment. Why? Because the present moment is your position of possibilities. That's right. I love that. Your position of possibilities in the present right now. Understanding this right here, that I'm in the present. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm living it. I'm going through it. And listen to what I just said. I'm living it and I'm going through it. There's a place in the Bible that says, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death. In other words, is what it's saying is I'm not going to take up residence there. I'm not going to stop there. I'm going through that. And there are going to be rough times, but I'm going through. So I'm not in the past. I'm not in the future. I'm living the present, which is my position of possibilities. And here's number 4. I'm happy now. Happy in the now with a vision for my future. All right. But I'm not letting my happiness be tied to that vision. I'm not letting my happiness be tied to that goal. The vision pulls me. My happiness empowers me. That's right. My vision pulls me, but my happiness, that's the empowerment. And then here's number 5, practice gratitude. Oh boy, this is a big one. Listen to this. All right. An attitude of gratitude means I'm thankful. No, everything isn't great, but I'm thankful. And here's how I take that position. I'm pausing to notice what's good in my life. That means living in the present right now. I'm pausing to look at all the good things in my life. Oh no, I'm not hanging up on what happened back there. And I'm not all the way out there somewhere in the future. I am in the present moment and I'm happy where I'm at. I'm practicing gratitude. I'm thankful for how far I've already come. And I know this right here, that it already worked out. It already came together from there to here. So guess what? My expectation is that it's just going to get better and better and better and better. And before you know it, I'll be where I'm supposed to be. But I am not tying my happiness to any of it. I'm happy now. I want you to get happy. Boy, I'm happy right now. I really just got myself all stirred up and happy because I understand this, that if you get this and you start practicing that gratitude, oh boy, great and wonderful things are coming your way. Well, I hope this helped you on today. Just be happy now. Get there. Don't let anything hold you back. Just be happy now. Make that your objective, not just today, not just this week, every day. And watch this right here. When you bump into something, stop and remember what you're happy for. Remember gratitude. Have that attitude of gratitude. I was just telling my students the other day that your attitude will always determine your altitude. So get an attitude of gratitude and watch this right here. Great and wonderful things are coming your way. Well, I got to get out of here on today. I hope this has helped you tremendously. I know it has. Would you do me a big favor? Share this with somebody. People need to understand, just be happy now. There's enough sadness and negative stuff in the world. You don't need that. Practice positivity. Get happy now and watch great and wonderful things come your way. Well, I'll talk to you on next week, but remember this right here. Remember this. I always say this. You are the architect of your life, and I believe in you. I'll see you next week. You have a great one. Bye. Do you think